First things first, I love that she does improv and scene study. It's like 2 classes in one. You don't have to go to your improv class and then also your scene study class. It's there, and they play off each other too.
I think the overall structure of her class is something that's very unique because on the Saturday class, we began by doing a sort of making a movie improv is what Lauren calls it. And then the scene study afterward is a very easy way to be able to take notes and to be able to be around fellow actors who are very serious and also hear all these different stories and things from Lauren that really are always so eye-opening.
Lauren really invites us into her home, just sort of adopted everybody and invited us to be a part of this family. It's a small studio, it's not commercialized, which I really like, and she's just so personal. She gets to know each and every student so well.
What I like is that she starts out with every student differently and accentuates their strengths right off the bat. So you go in there doing something and you feel strong, and she allows that to, rather than just breaking you down and trying to build you up from scratch. It's like, you're really good at this. Let's let that bleed into these other areas.
The fact that Lauren makes sure that you understand how you fit into things and make sure that she incorporates real life acting scenarios into her class is so helpful, because you can pick up on different tidbits like, oh, thanks, great. Or she'll mention little quotes. You're like, oh, wow, thanks. Gotta jot that one down. So Lauren is different from many teachers in so many different ways because Lauren is Lauren.
It's so natural for Lauren to see us as the type of actors we are and recognize what our strong points are and what our weaknesses are and help guide us just by looking at that. I haven't seen that anywhere else, and beyond seeing it myself, I have so many other friends who are actors. I never hear any of those people describing their class the way that I see this class in those terms as far as technique, because there's no one specific technique with Lauren.
She's tough New York lady, so she's like, she holds no qualms about being like, hey, that was not your best work. And not in a bad way, but in the most constructive way. She's able to kind of pull such good things out of her students and out of her actors.
I've been in classes where it's like, this is the only way it's done. This is the only thing that works. And you have to fit into that mold. So it's really nice to be somewhere where she's going to see what you respond to, and then you get to do it your way with her pushing you in certain directions to bring out the best that you have. Yeah.
Even when I feel like it was good, she doesn't settle for that. She pushes us. The directness, her intuitive insight, and being truthful and honest, saying, dig deeper, do this, do more with the character, there's some more you're missing here. And that has forced me to really, become a stronger actor.
And all teachers have something to offer that's different. And I don't want to dismiss past teachers. But one thing that Lauren does is takes risks with you, or forces you to take risks. A lot of teachers are very much about giving me scene work or having me do scene work that seems very much in my little box of type. But what Lauren did is she gave me something that I would never dream of being cast in or auditioning for. She was able to force me into something that was really tough and made me go to a very vulnerable place, so that I know that I can take that into more extreme roles.
To be honest, I haven't had the chance to experience anyone like her. I've taken some of the top name classes. Every one of them that I've attended has been very sterile. It's like, okay, come here, do the scene, and you leave. You kind of want to have that homey feel, like, yo, okay, I'm excited to come here. I get to talk to some people. It's kind of like church for me. You go to a place where you can fellowship and learn and be able to grow. And that's how I look at it.
What Lauren brings is, as I said, the support and respect for the actor and what the actor's going through in performing. Other teachers, I do remember that it was more technical, how to lift the cup in a scene, rather than why are you lifting the cup and do you need to lift the cup and what's the purpose? And that's sort of just a tiny bit of how she relates to everything you do. And it's just amazing. She's amazing.
I just feel like she has a very hands-on teaching style, and she wants you to work. She wants you to succeed. She's not condescending. She's encouraging, and she's definitely not afraid to give you feedback.
One thing that I think is Lauren's greatest strength is that she doesn't really spoon feed you what you should be learning. She lets you, find out things on your own, make your own discoveries. And also the biggest thing is she lets you really just be yourself. And I think in an industry that's always trying to define you and maybe change who you are, that's one of the greatest gifts you can give. So I'm very grateful for that.